Welcome, my name is Catherine. This is part 2 of sharing all the rest of the CDs in my collection. It's mostly compilation albums and just a few studio albums I forgot to show, such as this one. Blue Moon Swamp by John Fogerty, which was released May 30th of 1997. It's his 5th studio album, and it won a Grammy in 1988 for Best Rock Album at the 40th Grammy ceremony. And I'll show you this disc. It's very pretty with the artwork. And on my computer, I'll show you the track listing because it shows better than on the back of this album. That's what it looks like on the back, and it's kind of hard to see. There are 12 tracks on John Fogerty Blue Moon Swamp. All tracks are written by John Fogerty. The first 3 songs are singles, and the song I like the best on this album is Blue Boy. It's very catchy, and I will leave a link in the description for you to listen to that song. There's a video on YouTube. Overall, I enjoyed this whole album. Album number 2 is something I found at the Goodwill. It's a compilation called The Drifters, a 2D CD set, and the reason I bought this is because I like some of those early 50s songs by The Drifters. When I got it home, the songs didn't sound like I remember hearing them on the radio when I was a kid, and I'll tell you why. I looked this up online, and I pretty much figured there was different people singing the songs, like it was re-recorded, like maybe the songs, the early tapes didn't survive. This is what I found on their YouTube channel, and I'll just read it. The Drifters are an American pop R&B soul vocal group. They were originally formed by Clyde McPhatter, formerly the lead tenor for Billy Ward and his Dominoes in 1953. The second group of the Drifters, formed in 1959 and led by Benny E. King, were originally an up-and-coming group named the Five Crowns. After 1965, members swapped in and out of both groups, and many of these formed other drifters as well. Over the decades, several different bands, all calling themselves the Drifters, but contain few, if any, original members. And according to Rolling Stone magazine, the Drifters were the least stable of the great vocal groups, as they were low-paid musicians hired by George Treadwell, who owned the Drifters' name from 1965 after Clyde McPhatter left. So, what I'm hearing on this CD is different singers singing it, but I decided I'm going to keep it because I still can enjoy the songs. If I want to hear songs like On the Boardwalk, I probably better get the 45. Here is the track listing of the Drifters album, the 2 discs. The reason I bought this album is I like the first songs on Broadway, Save the Last Dance for Me, Up on the Roof and Under the Boardwalk. I tend to listen to the first disc, and this album really has a lot of cover songs on it, such as number 12 there. It says Night Moves. It says Bob Seger. And Cupid is a song by Sam Cooke. I just bought this album to enjoy the songs. It didn't cost very much, so I didn't lose out too much on this. It's just kind of fun to listen to. Album number 3 is another compilation. I found this at my local record store. It's from Rhino Records. It's Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. They're an anthology. It has all their songs that were singles. And it came out in 1988, so it's an 80s CD, and I'll show you the disc. It's really pretty. And there's a picture of the Four Seasons on the other side. Here's the track listing of Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, 26 tracks. And these first few songs here, Sherry, Big Girls Don't Cry, Walk Like a Man, and Candy Girl, we can see they were on the VJ label. And it's really a nice collection of songs. It even has the 70s songs, Will You Love Me Tomorrow, Who Loves You in December of 1963, Oh What a Night. So it really is a nice album, and it's from the analog tapes. I like this song a lot, Let's Hang On by the Four Seasons. That's why I bought this 45. And it's 1965, and you can see they switched from VJ to the Philips label. The Spinners also did a nice cover of this song in 1979, I believe. Album number 4 is a compilation, The Eurythmics' Greatest Hits. This lets me enjoy their singles. It's Annie Lennox and Dave Stewart, the duo, and this came out in 1991. Here's the track listing of the Eurythmics' Greatest Hits. There's many songs I like by them. When Tomorrow Comes, Here Comes the Rain, Who's That Girl, Would I Lie to You? Sisters Are Doing It for Themselves, that's with Aretha Franklin. There Must Be an Angel. Don't Ask Me Why. Thorn on My Side. Those are my favorites. The 5th compilation I'll show today is the complete greatest hits of Foreigner. This has songs from 1977 to 1992. And when I open this jewel case, I'll show you the color of the disc. It's a pretty green. And there's a detailed booklet that tells the biography of Foreigner. And this is a great way for me to enjoy some of their singles. There are 20 tracks on the Foreigner's Greatest Hits. There are many songs I like on here, such as Cold as Ice, Long, Long Way from Home, Hot Blooded, Double Vision, Blue Morning, Blue Day. And then the second list there, Urgent, that's very catchy. Waiting for a Girl Like You, Jukebox Hero, I Want to Know What Love Is and That Was Yesterday, and I Don't Want to Live Without You. Album number 6 is a compilation. It's familiar to most of you. It's Fleetwood Mac's Greatest Hits. And what this does is it helps me to enjoy some of the singles they had with Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks. 16 tracks on Fleetwood Mac's Greatest Hits. So many great songs on here. I'm just going to name a few. Rhiannon, Don't Stop, Go Your Own Way, Little Lies, and Sarah. I thank you for watching. Please share in the comments your thoughts about the music I showed today, and I'll see you in a future video. Take care.